Don't worry, I can do
I'm
both.
not getting any sound off the stream at all.
Okay. Let me pop over to live because it might be the fact that it's not on the live scene yet. So let me pop over to that.
Okay, now I can hear it, but it's several seconds late.
Well, yeah, there's always going to be... That's standard.
Okay. Okay, so we can hear?
That was what I meant.
We can hear. Okay, cool. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so...
Just don't listen to that when you're trying to talk to us, because then you'll have the whole radio talk show thing.
So, okay, now that we know that works, why don't you go ahead and exit the stream, and then we will just go from there. Okay. Good evening, everybody. All my 3 viewers. Thanks for tuning in.
Uh-oh, did I lose you guys?
I can hear you, but I can't hear Dan.
Yeah,
Hey, PM.
Sorry, I had to mute myself there real quick.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm going to give a quick recap of what happened in our first session for everybody tuning into our stream and everybody from our last session. So, last session, Stellarosa learned of his new powers, but in the process was arrested because he was breaking the laws. Zill and Dion met in the zenith of Palor, where the sun god gave them the sign, and they joined forces to combat the vision that Zill was given. Milo, Zill, and Stellarosa all joined the Inquisition under Dion and headed east to investigate the strange rumors of Fruit and the missing Inquisitor Sir Brawford. While in Oakhurst, Stellarosa decided he was going to look for extra work, and while going around the small village, met the general store owner whose 2 children had gone off to investigate the strange fruit that you guys are here for as well. At the citadel that you guys had learned about, that was to the northeast. They have not returned for about a week. She's offering 500 gold pieces for her child if they return safely and in good health, and half as much for their signet rings as proof that they have not made it alive. She also says that if for some reason they didn't make it, that any of their equipment is fair game for you guys for retrieving the rings.
Did I catch her name whenever I was making this agreement?
Yes, you did. K. Rowan. Kerowyn.
Thank you.
She's basically the wealthiest person in town.
She offered us compensation for signet rings, and for what?
She offered me compensation.
Well, she offered compensation for the location of her children.
Right.
For the location of her children, because her children have been missing for a week, and since you guys are going to the Citadel anyways, that's where her children had headed. So she's
gotcha.
And then
sorry, lady, it's been longer than 48 hours. The chances of finding them are...
Do you actually say that to her?
No, he doesn't. I wasn't there for that conversation, I don't think.
That's right.
I don't remember where I was.
She gave Stell a map leading to the ruins where they're supposed to be investigating. The map shows the location of the Citadel, and it's marked with a dragon's head. It's about a 2-day journey northeast of town.
Okay. And this is my hometown that we're heading back to, right?
Who's... Dion?
Eventually Dion.
No, your hometown is Haven, which is the capital of the entire empire.
Weren't we eventually heading back that way then?
You guys passed through already.
Oh, already. Okay.
Yes, that was where Stella Rosa first turned in his first bounty that he got arrested for originally.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, and then for more information, rumors of monster attacks littering the area, people and animals too far out of town after dark are being found dead, poked full of holes. This apparently has been going on for the last 20 years, but it's escalated and gotten much worse lately. There is a tribe of goblins that comes every summer solstice with a bushel of apples, but these apples have a strange magical property that they heal any illness, wound, or disease when the person eats it. The town guard have decided to not be aggressive towards the goblins because they are not showing any signs of aggression, and they're just there to sell their magical fruit, and the magical fruit is helping the town. So everybody is there doing that. So they're allowing the goblins to come every summer solstice to sell the apples because it's good for the town. But everybody believes that the goblins are living in the Citadel because they always come from that direction, and that's the only known structure and location in the area. Okay.
Gotcha.
And we're also searching for Sir Bryford.
Sir Barford, yes.
Barford. Sir Bryford?
Brawford, yes. He is also an Inquisitor, and he is a Paladin of Palor. But he came here during the summer solstice. You guys are probably about a week and a half away from the winter solstice.
Okay, so we're heading into the shortest day of the year.
Yes.
Okay.
What's the weather like in the area?
Right now, the weather is actually pretty clear. It is a little chilly. You guys are 2-3 days travel away from the mountain peaks that are considered that the barrier is built along. So if you guys look on the map, I'll pop the map up for all my viewers here. The mountain range labeled the barrier.
Darkland?
Yes, right by the Darklands. You guys passed from Vitala to Haven, and then you teleported, used the teleportation circles, and then you walked from Haven to Oakhurst. And then it's a 2-day travel to the Citadel, which is where your guys are headed.
I'm not seeing the Citadel on here. Do you have it labeled?
The Citadel is not on the map.
Is it the
Okay.
barrier?
It's
Which direction is it?
northeast.
Northeast. Okay.
So it's closer to the barrier than Oakhurst.
And how many days of travel?
It's estimated about 2 days. So you'll have to spend one night.
We're walking through the woods.
Yes. So
Gotcha.
you guys will have to spend.
Watch out for Shia LaBeouf. So, after dealing with
And
go ahead.
there's a few more things that you guys had learned that I don't know if I had told you last session. While you guys were investigating at town hall, you guys learned about the apples and all that stuff. But the town people, when they use the apples, they've been planting the seeds, which all of them they grow into saplings, and then they disappear.
They're dug up?
They get uprooted and disappear. The townsfolk believe it's the goblins, so that they can keep a monopoly on the magical fruit.
Right.
Because they're getting paid 50 gold per apple, and
A lot of money.
that's a lot of money.
So, and it's not like they're dying. They're
They're
being uprooted. Is what you said.
the whole tree
Okay.
just disappears.
Okay.
So, but this whole routine has been going on for 20 years. But recently, like in the last couple years, the attacks have been happening more frequently and more often, and there's been a lot more dead bodies and of people who go outside of the town limits. Okay.
Have apple sales increased in that time?
No, the goblins bring about the same amount of apples every time. It doesn't seem to change. So that's the only thing that's making them consider that it's not the goblins, or like they're just killing the trees instead.
Right. Because I mean that's Dion's first instinct.
Mm-hmm.
That there's something really fishy going on with this.
Yeah.
Because goblins don't typically, assuming goblins in this world are your typical goblins overall.
Mm-hmm.
Not horticulturalists.
Right.
They're probably not the best gardeners, but there are intelligent goblins, so it is possible that one could have learned how to garden.
Yeah, they're just typically not patient enough for that.
Yeah, but these goblins seem peaceful. They're content with their current situation that's going on, and they just come every solstice to deliver a barrel of apples, to sell. So, and it's usually about a dozen or so apples every time they come.
Okay.
And it's always
It's
within
the same time every year, right?
It's always within the winter and summer solstice.
Has anyone ever seen them spend the gold?
No.
That's
Ooh,
very
good question.
curious. What are they doing with that gold? What do goblins need gold for?
Oh.
Okay. Let's
All
get
right.
started.
Does anyone need to get provisions before we head out?
Well,
I am.
since I'm not with you, I do believe I should rejoin the group from where I am.
Okay.
We would be regrouping at the local church.
Okay. So we are going to be popping over to the live stream that will be showing our chat and character sheets and everything now. So let me do that.
So regrouping. Zil, I found a general goods store, and Dion, I should mention this to you. I made a deal
Yes,
with
technically.
a local wealthy lady. There's a personal contract I took out with her to find and save her two children, or find what's left of them and bring them back to her. If the children are expired, we are required to find their signet rings. There are two, and bring them back. If the children are alive, we have been tasked to retrieve them and, again, bring them back. You did tell me I was allowed to take out contracts on my own time, correct?
Yes. And I have no problems with that.
I think that's an excellent contract, personally.
It is, I take it in the same direction we are heading?
Yes, it is. They were headed, or last seen heading towards the northeast. That's where she believes them to be. She believes that they have been either kidnapped or in some way taken away by the goblins or creatures of the forest. Something like that.
Okay. Out of character, did you say how long they've been missing?
They've been missing for about a week, and they had told.
I know how long, but I meant for my character's knowledge if he had communicated that with me.
Oh, okay.
No, I said nothing about it because I forgot it entirely.
Okay. How long have they been missing?
Upwards to a week, I believe.
Oh,
That's quite a time.
yes.
Well, you never know what they might be doing.
Well, if they've been taken somewhere, that's just not a good thing. With how much time has transpired.
They weren't taken per se. They went as adventurers to go investigate the goblins. Is what Stell had learned. So they had set out on their own with prepared and she would have let you know that one of them is actually a skilled wizard and the other is a skilled fighter.
None of that was told me because it's not in my notes.
Okay, well, I overlooked that, but that's the information.
Retcon.
Yes.
Hey, now we know. Hey, did you from his pretty magical motherfucker?
Wait, the mother that her son was a motherfucker.
Oh my.
Something along those lines.
Anyway.
We have been tasked to find them or their rings, and if they are dead, they're dead. I'm gonna pillage the corpse. I'm gonna get what I can and get.
Okay. Do either of you need gear? Provisions, food?
Still, if you happen to have spare money, the general goods store does happen to have a healing potion too.
I think we will be fine as we are. I do have provisions and food. And as far as healing goes, I kind of take care of that myself. As you know.
Just in case you run out of divine means of healing, having something offhand would not be bad.
This is true. I am unfortunately a little lacking financially.
I think we'll be okay at the moment without becoming too arrogant. I also have a small amount of healing myself.
Same, but still, it never hurts. How much do you need, though?
Well, I do not. How much are these potions? Would you speak?
She gave them to me at a price. Maybe if we go together, she can give you the same price.
Perhaps. Yes. Let's see. Let's see what she has,
Okay.
and then we will return to the general store.
Yes.
Boss man.
Going to the general store?
Yep, we're returning to the general store. I want to see how much the potions are.
Okay, potions. She has 3 potions at the price of 50 gold pieces each.
She sold
5
it to me cheaper.
To you, cheaper, yes.
But I'm coming in there with Phil. And I'm letting her know that she's going to be helping me.
Oh, okay. I think it was 40 was the amount I said.
I still don't have
35? Did I? Okay. I'll trust you on that one.
Well, I still don't have that much. I do apologize.
Well, how much do you need? I can lend you the money. You're always welcome to pay back.
I have currently on me, I have 16 gold.
Or 10, 19. Okay. I will lend you the money.
I appreciate that greatly. That gives us another 35 gold. Is that going to be enough for this additional potion? I would hate to get out there and not be able to give your children.
She's going to agree and say yes, and she's going to hand you the potion.
Cool. I will add that. Which potion type is that?
That is just a basic
Healing.
first level healing potion.
Okay. I will update my sheet. And I am now officially 0 gold.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Lovely, thank you.
I figured it was only fair to lend you some of the money since you got me out of jail. You paid it.
Well, I appreciate that, friend.
Dion, you're a strapping man. I don't believe you'll take many hits, so I'm not too concerned about you.
Well, that's the idea. Although I do kind of get right in there.
All right, let's go find the citadel, shall we? Cathedral, citadel.
Let's.
Okay.
Is it a cathedral or a citadel?
So it is still early morning, because you guys got into town. So it's like around noon-ish.
Perfect
Okay.
time.
So you guys are going to head out.
Yes, and if I do recall, we have a map. Is that correct?
Yes, I was
It's-
the map from the
It's just like a teeny tiny map of the area.
Mm-hmm.
So it will help with basically like it's like a 3 days travel in any direction from Oakhurst kind of map.
Okay.
So it doesn't even include Haven in the map. So it's a really tiny.
Okay.
Oh, before we go, I'd like to question anybody about the wooding. Is the I want to know whether or not the woods are thickly wooded, or if it's sparsely wooded areas.
It is a dense wood. There's lots of shrubbery, but its amount would not be helpful. Yeah. You could get a mount through if you wanted to, but it's not going to speed things up.
And it's just one more mouth to feed. Well, 3 actually. Well,
One
out
mouth
of
for
character,
each
assuming that Milo's not coming with us. I don't know how you want to handle that.
I'm gonna have Milo stick behind, and he will follow along
If he shows up.
and catch up with you guys. Should Milo catch up?
Oh, I mean, out of all of us, he's probably the most equipped to travel alone in the woods anyway. So.
Yes, he is the ranger.
Okay,
Okay.
so we head on.
Okay. Let's do today's travel checks. I need you guys to do whatever checks you want to aid in the travel.
Dion?
One moment.
That's fine.
Let me pull my character sheet. I don't have it up yet.
I need to get more paper anyways to write things down on.
Well, I will pray for guidance to Paylor, that we find a safe path through the woods. So I would like to do a religion check if you are willing.
Do a religion check. How are you going to
I'm praying to Paylor to give us guidance.
to give you signs to get there? Okay. Yeah, I'll let you use that.
16.
16.
Or,
If I may ask, I would love to hear the prayer she makes.
well, it would have been a silent prayer because Zell is a little silent when she prays. Sorry. But what you would see is she would ask to take a moment. She would go to the beginning of our path, the edge of the road at the end of the city, kneel down into the dirt. She would set up her little incense, get it lit, and hold her holy symbol, casting light into her holy symbol as she holds on to it, and then silently says her little prayer, and then gathers all of her things back up and is ready to go.
Okay. After your prayer is done, you feel a slight warmth as it feels like a sunbeam is radiating on you. And as you look into the distance, you notice, it's ever so slightly, but you seem to notice an area that just is slightly brighter than the rest of the sky in the northeast direction.
Say a quiet thank you, and I turn to the group and I say we should head this direction, and I lead the way.
John
You said it has to be a skill that we are proficient in.
Nope, it can be any skill you want. You just have to give me a reason why it would help with this travel.
I cast intimidate on the trees.
I mean, that's actually my best skill out of character. I actually don't know if I have anything that would help.
I'd like to attempt to search for any form of tracks, movement, something that could show me, thoroughfare, and the general traffic as to leading to the location.
So, survival check. Have anybody else want to do any others?
You're looking for foot traffic and stuff? Is that what you said?
He's...
I was looking for thoroughfare, movement, general traffic.
Yeah. He used survival,
Okay.
so...
I mean,
I'm going to keep an eye out. Since I know that people are saying that they're peaceful, but since I know we're heading into goblin territory, I'd like to keep an eye out for rudimentary types of traps, pitfalls, things like that.
You want to use perception or investigation?
Well, one is better than the other, but so it depends if you feel that they're both appropriate.
Do you want to slow your pace to investigate, or do you want to just use perception to try to see something?
No, I'll just keep an eye out.
Okay, so do a perception then.
Because I'm not specifically looking like in each spot or something. Is it exclamation? Yeah, it's exclamation.
Nice. You guys are rolling well today.
Oh god, now you said it. Now we're gonna fail. Thanks.
Well, it's better than last time. Last time you guys couldn't roll above like a 5 last time.
Yeah.
I was having the same. I had 2 natural ones in a row in my last session, and one of them was with advantage.
Oh man. Oh man.
Ouch.
Ugh.
Avery hates me. I don't know what I said to it. Anyway, yeah.
Okay, so you guys travel for the rest of the day. As the sun starts to go down, I'm going to say you guys find a nice little clearing that you guys can set up camp. You guys want to set watches? Do you want to...
I can take the first one. Perhaps the caster should take first watch so she can get a full 8 hours. Not that I've cast any spells,
No, actually, I have. I'm okay with that plan. Wait, you want the first watch or the last watch?
I will take the first. It gives me
Okay.
some time to do some praying before I sleep anyway, which I like to do. Okay, so I take first watch.
I'll take the last, I suppose.
What would you like me to roll,
Okay.
man?
I need you to make a perception.
She... okay. Oh! I'm way too busy praying, guys. I'm sorry.
What'd you roll? I didn't see.
Natural one.
Ooh.
That's the way that's supposed to work.
Yep. So I rolled a natural 1 while taking first watch.
I hope you prayed good.
I prayed good. I'm praying real hard to have a peaceful night. That's what I'm doing.
I hope you rolled a natural 20 on that prayer.
Here, I'm a roll for praying because Jesus saved me. I mean, Paylor saved me. 3. Nope, I rolled a 4 on my prayer.
Okay.
I rolled a 7 on my prayer.
Okay. So I guess you... Okay, so everybody else goes to sleep, and you sit down and you start praying. This is your first time ever leaving the Zenith, so it's fascinating. And,
A little scary.
yep. So, so you're not used to it, so you are a little more engrossed in your prayer than you realize. And all of a sudden, 4 humanoid figures with bark-like skin is on top of your group. And they get a surprise round on you guys.
Fuck.
So, let's roll initiative just to get that down and out of the way.
Sorry, guys.
It happens.
Oh, there's my good roll.
Okay, so Stell got a 22.
Oh.
Zell got 18, and Dion got 7.
Dion was really asleep.
He snores. It's canon. No take back.
He snores lightly, like
Okay.
kind of like adorably.
He snores like a kitten purring. No, that's
To the point where he's actually embarrassed because it's not as manly as it could be.
Yeah, you have the cute, adorable snores, and he hates the adorable.
Okay, so you don't notice until it's literally right on top of you, attack. And
Yeah.
actually, everybody doesn't notice until they're on top of you, attacking you.
Right.
So there's 4 of them. Stell and Dion are sleeping, so they get advantage on the strikes. For this, I'm gonna draw a little thing for me. Did you guys have a fire?
We would have probably, yeah.
Okay. Just gonna put a little
Well,
fire.
we don't need it for sight, so if we'll know it's cold. Yeah, we would have.
Yeah. On the plus side, we don't have a human, so we all have darkness. Yay.
Yeah. Okay, let me get some markers. These purple ones. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, I want you guys to have these cool fancy colored ones.
Ah, sweet.
Am I allowed to cast 2 spells in a single turn, so long as one is a bonus action and one is an action?
As long as the spells level, none of the spells can be above a level 2.
I mean, I'm a level 1 person,
Yes.
so I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that one.
That's fine.
Because I like that rule. Okay, so I need you guys to pick colors for your characters. I have a yellow, a blue, and a green.
Blue.
Stell is blue.
Zill wants the yellow.
Okay.
I had no preference. That's why I just let you guys pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that also depended on who's getting attacked twice. So.
Yep.
Oh.
Tell me his name.
No, it's not you. It's actually Dion.
Oh no.
I'm okay with that. I'm
2.
probably the tankiest anyway.
I'm not actually.
Oh? Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, Stell is the beast. Metaphorically and literally.
Okay, so let's get these on the road.
You have a lower hit die than I do.
I have a.
Mm.
I think I do. I don't know.
Okay.
I do.
Cell has a higher con modifier and actually technically a higher AC if you're wielding your shield, which you're asleep.
So, Zill, you are
that's
getting
tough.
a 19 to hit.
Ow!
Does that hit?
Yeah. No, it definitely doesn't.
Okay. And you take 3 points of piercing damage. Okay.
Okay.
Then we've got... That's a natural 20 on Stell. That's 7 points of piercing damage. And then we have a 15 to Dion.
Nope.
That misses. Okay. And a 21 to Dion.
Yeah, that hits.
And that is 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. Everyone is now awake. Everybody is... You guys are all technically prone because, Zill, you were sitting down on watch when you got attacked. So everybody will have to use half their... Everyone will have to use half their movement to stand up. We're going to start the turn with the top of initiative goes with Stell first.
Alright, so I get up, I pick, because I don't sleep far from my equipment as habit. Pick it up, I stand up and I face it. It hit me, so melee, yeah?
Yes. They're all in melee with you guys.
Okay, good. I'm gonna get up, pull my shield up. Just general aggravation of being woken up before I can actually get into a deep sleep. And bonus action, Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
And I'm going to swing for the fences.
Okay.
To knock his head off his shoulders.
Okay. You're using your class ability, not the spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hexblade's Curse.
Okay. Cool.
Because I need the health back, because that shit hurt.
Yeah.
23 to hit.
Okay. Yep, you hit.
13 points of damage.
Did you add your +2 for Hexblade's Curse?
I did, because it's a +4, but I have to put +6
Okay.
for the extra.
Isn't it a dice? Or oh, it is standard damage.
Wait a minute.
Hex is a dice.
Is
Yeah.
the addition for my proficiency.
Gotcha. And then the hex is a
Yeah,
extra
hex
die.
is a 1d6.
Okay, cool. Okay. That one, you cleave it like a branch on a tree. You just cut it in half. And
It dies?
yep, it died. Yep.
That's good.
Well, I'm healthier now.
Hey, Zill, it's now your turn. You can't believe what just happened. Like, these, like, they just seem to, like, appear out of nowhere. Like, they were just, like, the forest came alive and was just in your face attacking you.
Oh. DM, can I get like a free action to scream real quick? Just like say something to the team?
Sure, go for it.
Just talk. They're weak. Just cleave them twain, and let's go back to sleep. That's it. That's all I wanted.
How many of them are within 5 feet of me?
One.
There's only one.
There's two currently engaged with Dion. And
Am
one
I
engaged
able
with
to
you.
move in a way that gets all of the existing ones within 5 feet of me?
No.
Okay.
Because
I don't
Dion's
have a
10 feet
spell.
away from you. Dion's 10 feet away from you. I can post a picture real quick if you want to see it.
That would be good, because one of my abilities is a... Yeah.
I had meant to send it to you, but I forgot.
This is...
Okay. Okay, picture is being sent. And you remember your guys' colors?
I am yellow.
Okay. The purple ones are guys. There's your picture.
Okay.
The squares you guys are on are your bedrolls.
I would like to take a step back.
Okay. It's going to make an
Not
attack
into the fire, obviously, but between myself and Green, I want to move into that space area there.
Okay. So off your bedroll, between the two bedrolls, towards Dion.
Yes.
Okay. That will cause an attack of opportunity against you.
I am aware of that.
Okay.
But real quick, before I do that, question: if I cast a spell within melee,
You have disadvantage.
If it's a range.
if it's a
Yeah.
If it's a touch spell, then you're fine.
okay.
Yeah.
Or like an AoE around yourself.
Before I move, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself,
There you
which
go.
just increases my AC by 2
Okay.
for 10 minutes concentration spell.
Okay. And that's is that an action or a bonus?
Bonus action.
As a bonus action. And it's technically a 60-foot range, but I'm casting it on myself, so.
It's not an attack, so it wouldn't.
Right. So I'm gonna do that, then I'm gonna step back.
Okay. So you have +2 to AC. It rolled a natural 20.
I'm about to die, guys.
7 points of damage.
I'm unconscious.
Hey, Zil goes down.
So I'm laying on the ground unconscious. Because I'm a sorcerer, and I am squishy, and I have 8 hit points total.
Yeah. What did I get hit with, by the way?
Their claws, basically. Fingers.
Okay.
They're like tree people, kind of.
Triple.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that ends my turn being unconscious on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have any apples hanging off of them?
They
Just
do
out of
not.
curiosity.
They do not.
Okay. Not that would be Dion's primary thing.
Yeah.
Is it their turn or is it
Whose
Dion's
turn?
turn?
It's their turn.
Okay. Yeah.
So the one that just took Zil down is going to move over towards Stell.
Fuck yeah, it is. Let's go, bitch.
And it's going to make an attack at you. 15 does not hit. Okay. Then the two around Dion are going to attack. We got a 14 and a 19.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a one hit, and that is 5 points of damage.
Okay. I really, really don't want to say this, but were those at advantage?
No. They don't have advantage anymore.
He hasn't gotten up.
Oh,
I'm still on the
you
ground. I
are
haven't had a turn
still
yet.
on the ground. Oh, okay. I guess we'll just... Those don't hit. You're good.
I was just pre-rolling something.
Your new character?
Yeah.
I've only killed a couple characters in the first session.
Okay. So... Okay.
Okay. So that is going to end their turn. Dion, it is now your turn.
Okay. Let me see here. Okay, that's an action. Okay. I'm gonna get up.
Okay.
First thing. I'm tired. I'm already pissed. This is not the way I like to wake up.
I would be worried if it was.
I am actually just going to heal myself for 5.
Okay.
with Lay on Hands. Because I am one hit away from unconsciousness.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, and I wanted to do it to the healer, but
You still had
Fine.
hands.
Well, she is
Yeah.
in range of you now.
I did
Oh,
move.
she
I
is?
did get my move.
Oh no, you fell down right where you were.
I
That's
fell
right.
down before I got to move.
That's right.
okay.
So she's 10 feet from you.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm saving that 1 point of healing for her. And then I'm just going to stand there because that's all I can do.
You can
Okay.
attack.
No.
you used actions for that.
Lay on Hands is an
Oh.
action. So
Do you have any bonus action?
I don't have any spells yet. We're level 1.
That's fair. Ow.
Okay. It is now Stealth's turn.
Seeing Zill go down and being as she is the first individual I've had a friendly contact with in a long time, immediately just burst into my shifting form. That fucking bestial just making me a rather tanky motherfucker with 20 hit points now
Woo!
and an armor class of 20.
Is that what the +6 was for?
Nice.
Yes, I roll a 1 because it's a beast hide shifter. I
Yeah.
get 4 plus a 1d6 to my temporary hit points and a plus
Oh.
1 bonus thing.
Nice.
So you're at 20 hit points now?
Well, right now it's 19.
Oh, 19. Still awesome, though.
That's yeah.
The motherfucker that ran at me, because shifting is my bonus action. The dude that ran at me, I'm going to clock in the head. Hopefully it is. Does it work it?
Yes, it does.
Better.
12 points of damage.
And that one goes down.
Your to hit is a lot better than mine.
I'm gonna rush over to Dion, trying to skirt him out, and I'll be like, get her up, get Zill up, and I'm gonna try to attempt to kind of edge him out, kind of give a little bit of cover with my shifting form.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now it is Zill's turn. Let's make a death saving throw.
Oh,
Failure.
Jeez.
Yep. Failure. Alright. I got a really bad head wound, guys. That tree branch just smacked me real hard in the temple, and I'm just kind of like laying there.
this is what we're hearing.
You're actually bleeding out, poked full of holes.
Oh, I've been poked through a hole, guys.
Poked full of holes.
Oh! Oh wait, I'm dead. I don't know that.
I mean, you're still making noises, probably.
Okay. Now that you are standing, these guys don't get advantage anymore. One is going to attack Dion, and one is going to attack Stell.
Are there 3 left or 2?
2 left.
Down to him already, bud.
Oh, nice.
10 to Dion and 16 to Stell.
Yes.
That to hit, that's a miss.
Both of them miss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys are good. Now it is Dion's turn.
All right, Dion is going to take the he's going to disengage and go over to Zill and get ready to heal her, but he can't yet because disengage is an action.
Okay.
So that's his turn.
Okay. So you disengaged and then moved over. If you have a potion on you, you can feed it to her for a bonus action.
Stop feeding action. I have a potion on me.
He
You would have to find it though.
would have to search, so that would be no. Sorry.
Let me double check. I don't think I do, but let me double check. I'm pretty poor despite my upbringing. Nope.
Okay. And Dion is done, and it is back to Stell.
The one that swung at Dion, I'm gonna hex it.
The one in front of you? Oh, the one that attacked Dion? Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna center myself between both of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna hex it and be like, "How dare you, like Patriots!" Hex it and then try to take his head off again.
He's territorial.
22.
Yep. There you go. You hit it.
Nice.
How do I get it to roll 2 dice at the same time? 1d8 plus 1d6, right?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just type it out.
18 points of damage.
That one goes down. There's just the
Jeez.
one remaining.
I'm gonna square off with him. I'm just gonna be right there, just waiting.
Okay. Zill, another death saving throw.
Not a natural one.
Yeah, that was my thing. Is like, if I get a natural one, I'm dead, guys.
That's a success.
One
Yep.
failure.
Okay, good. That's all you needed.
Okay. It is now their turn. Oh, its turn.
There's only
And that is definitely a miss. I don't think a 6 hits you.
Maybe.
Hey.
Fine.
Dion?
Specifically a 6. I'm going to use my divine hands or whatever it's called to give her 1 health.
Yay!
Don't die on me yet.
Like over my shoulder. Is she up yet, Dion?
I've done what I can. She should be okay.
I'm
But
like
as long as
like-
no one hits her.
in so much pain, guys.
No good. She's conscious.
Ow! All you hear is ow, 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 ow.
And that's an action again. So that's my turn.
Lovely.
I can't wait till I get bonus actions.
Mhm.
I'm just lucky I'm rolling well. That's all this is.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, the 1d8 and the 1d6 both cap.
Don't
So-
forget you have your hex to move to.
Yes, that was.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So Dion just took his turn. Does that make it Stealth's turn?
So you are at 1 hit point now?
I am at 1 hit point and alive again.
Okay. But you are prone right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Dion, now it's back to Stell, yep.
And I'm kneeling down. I've got your head in my lap.
I will take my hex and transfer it to the target in front of me. You're the last one. Swing. Oh no, I missed! Wait, do I miss?
An 11.
Rolled an 11.
Does that hit?
That misses. It catches it. It catches the blade with your arm. It just didn't have enough power. Hey,
Well, gotta miss one.
Zill.
Curse it all.
Just still laying there. I don't even get up. I'm going to just grab my holy symbol, which is currently covered in blood, and say, "I'm sorry, Paylor," and cast Cure Wounds on myself. That is my last spell.
Okay.
Slot for that level. It is 1d8 plus 4, and I heal myself up to max because I have 9. I only have a maximum of 8, so I heal myself up.
Nice.
And tears are just flowing. And I don't actually know if I have a bonus action I can do. I do not have a bonus action left, so I just kind of lay there. I don't even get up. I just lay there, crying.
Okay.
That's it. I use my bonus action to cry a little.
Okay. Okay. Its turn. 20.
Oh, that's my armor class.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Not a natural 20 though.
No, not a natural 20. 2 points of damage.
Did you get crit earlier too, or was that a modified 20
I
then?
did get crit earlier as well.
Jeez.
And I'm
You
now
crit.
17.
You crit twice in the level 1 fight. That's just... Whew.
I've had a game before where I actually had to fudge every freaking dice roll because I rolled nothing but natural 20s for a kobold fight against a group of 6 players, and I literally murdered them.
Yeah.
And I had to fudge every dice roll because I rolled nothing but natural 20s. I was like, how?
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm glad I was rolling behind the screen because like I don't want to be that DM. Like I want death to be a thing in my campaigns, but I don't want to completely TPK on session 1.
Right.
Yeah. That's when I like to have Deus Ex Machina situations where I won't fudge dice rolls, but I'll create a situation where all of a sudden they get rescued or something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I haven't had to do that in a long time. That was 8 years ago when I was first starting to play with other people. But that was before.
Wow, okay.
That was way before I was I
that
actually
definitely wasn't 5th edition then.
Yeah, no, that was 4th.
So.
Okay, so who just went? Zilkrat, Twig attacked.
So that makes it Dion's turn.
Dion's turn. Yep, sorry.
Okay.
Went off on a tangent there.
Seeing that she is in much better condition, I'm going to gently put her head back down and stand up. And how far away am I from it?
It's 15 feet from you.
Okay, I'm going to take 5-foot step, lean to the right, and whip around.
Okay. Stell?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. Just double checking my attack modifier because I haven't actually gotten to do that yet.
Yeah.
Your whip gives you a +4.
I believe.
A +4, yeah. Those ASIs are just going into stats.
For the stream, I'm doing the initiative order on the screen. I'm trying to keep up on it. Oh, man.
Natural 2.
Oh, man.
Wasn't a natural 1 though, so that's good.
This is true.
So your whip goes wide, trying to avoid from hitting Stell.
Trying to avoid, yeah. Yep. That's my turn.
Okay. It's back to Stell.
I'm a crack in the head. Wow.
Nope.
How I roll?
You manage to, as you're swinging at it, it manages to just hit you, shove you just enough to, stop the blade from impacting it.
All that rage earlier just starting to come over, just fucking swinging like an idiot.
Yep. Zill, what would you like to do?
Seeing that they're still attacking one of these things, do I have eyes on it?
You know it's there, but technically, Stell is between you and it. So you can you can probably see glimpses of it around him.
I just enough to cast Sacred Flame on it. That's all.
Okay. I'm gonna say it has cover, so you have disadvantage on the attack roll.
If it's not an attack, they make a dex save.
Oh, okay. So I'll just give it.
It's just any creature I can see within range.
Okay.
Makes a dex save, and then takes damage if it fails.
Okay.
Specifically says gains no benefit from cover for saving.
Oh, okay, cool. That works.
Pretty cool.
Okay. Let me.
And just
18.
To,
18?
18.
Jesus. Nope. He wins. He beats it.
Does he take half damage, or does he just take no damage?
Right?
It's a cantrip. He doesn't take anything.
Okay. That's
rough.
Okay. It's now its turn, and he is going to attack the one right in front of him with a 12. Nope. Okay. It is back to Dion's turn.
Okay.
Oh.
Dion is going to, at this point, circle around it. I should be able to. I have all my movement now, so I can. I'm actually going to get behind it, 10 feet behind it, if possible,
Okay.
and then
I'll
attack it from there.
Okay, cool. So you're not. Yeah. Okay.
So I want to be exactly on the opposite side
Okay.
of Stell. Ah, jeez.
Sure, I'll let you. You have enough movement to at least do that.
Flank it.
Exactly. And then I'm going to try to whip it in the back of its head if it has one. You said we are using flanking, yeah?
Yes, I will grant you flanking. So you have advantage.
That's better.
16. That hits.
Okay.
One damage.
No, I can't even do that low.
3 is your minimum,
Nice.
I think.
Yes, it is.
6 damage. And that one goes down.
Yeah.
They have been immobilized and are down.
Sweet.
I proceed to chop them up and put them in the fire.
Still tells you to stop. Leave at least one for me to investigate.
I chop
Through
up all
tears.
I chop
Through
up
tears.
all-
She's like, wait, leave just one of them.
Turn 3 of them into kindling.
Okay.
Also, my eyes are going to shine bright silver, and I'm checking around for... I'm using Divine Sense,
Okay.
just to check our surroundings real quick.
You don't notice anything.
Okay.
Zill takes a few minutes to just cry.
So
Time she's had this sort of thing.
your divine
Bit of-
sense, what does it do again? It detects evil.
It checks for anything that would be affected by the Hallow spell. I would also know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Okay. So with that sense, you would get a radiating sense from Zill, and
Right.
that gives off celestial, and then you also get like the residual radiance from these plant tree monsters.
Really?
They
Okay.
give off like a strange, like kind of undead feel, but it's definitely evil.
While that's
These
going on,
might be undead.
While that's going on, I'd walk up to Zill, just pass her my water skin. Try to
She-
relax. Things like this happen.
I just wasn't. I'm so sorry. I didn't see them coming.
It happens.
She-
This is how do you think I got the stars? Combat happens. Life happens. This is part of living every day on its own.
And you guys do notice now that they're not moving, they're like really hard to distinguish from the surrounding woods. Like it's like almost like perfect camouflage when they're not moving.
I'm gonna go do a quick perimeter check, I suppose.
Okay. How far out are you going?
Not far, like within vision, so within 60 feet. Of them.
Okay.
I don't want to lose sight.
Okay.
I'll stay on my feet with weapons
Okay.
ready, just kind of wait.
And I'm gonna investigate the wood body.
Okay.
Evil.
So let's do either from. What are you looking for exactly? Are you just doing a perception to scan the area?
This would
Investigating?
probably be more of an investigation because I'm specifically looking for these things in the area.
Okay. So you're like looking for tracks. You're looking for these things.
I'm looking for more of these things.
Okay.
So you're using divine sense to also search them out.
Yes, I will use it a few more times.
Okay.
It only lasts a turn, and I have 3 left.
Yeah. You can't seem to find anything. Go ahead and make a roll for it too. Yeah.
Okay.
But you don't seem to find anything just from straight up critical. You don't find anything. You don't even find tracks from where these things came out of the forest to you guys. They leave no tracks.
I'll come back and be like, either they're completely imperceptible, or that was all of them.
While he was doing that, I'd attempt to pass my hand axe to the village.
I'm fine. Thank you. I'll take it. I assume you mean to chop up the body a little bit?
Dissect, whatever you need to do.
Okay. I want to look at the body and see if there's any sort of magic runes that would be used to animate them. I also want to see if they have any sort of inside the substance, like any sort of ichor goo on the inside. And I basically just want to kind of do an autopsy on it.
Okay.
Do you ask it if it bleeds?
I do ask it if it bleeds, and I don't. I also cast Prestidigitation on myself to clean up all the blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because,
Hey, good
clean
news
up
though,
all.
your clothes are extra holy now.
Yeah. It's a very good thing I have an extra set of clothes, I think. Probably. I'll be fine.
Okay. In your investigation, go ahead and roll. You want to do investigate it?
Investigate is.
What do you want to investigate about it?
I'm looking to see if I can see what makes it go, if it's a naturally existing thing, or if there's runes, if it has any sort of ichor that indicates.
So you're trying to do an Arcana check on it?
Sure. My Arcana and my investigation are the same, so.
Okay.
I rolled.
Shit.
I'm a little shaken up, guys.
Yeah, just a little bit. You can't seem to find what it is. You get a little bit of like, while dissecting it, you notice that it's got like a sappy. It's like sap, because this is like it's a plant. You figure out it's a plant of some kind. It resembles a woody shrub that apparently can move freely from the ground. Its branches are all like twisted together, and it's got like a vaguely humanoid looking body and with like a head and limbs, but it doesn't have any eyes. But it's got like a red sap, so it looks like blood. But it's sticky, like it's like a molasses type consistency.
Does it look like a sapling tree? Does it look like it was more of a bush?
It resembles a shrub.
A shrub. Like Citra.
Kind of.
Or like a hedge brush. Like a...
Here, I will send you guys a picture.
Bring me a shrubbery! Sorry, that's all I can think of. You said shrub.
Yep. Now my brain always goes there too.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. That's creepy. And when we burn the wood in the fire, does it react?
It goes up fast.
It's very dry. Does the sap catch fire?
Everything burns.
It all burns. Zill would take some note about the type of wood. Does it have bark on the outside?
There is bark on it, on those like branches and stuff, but they're all like twisted together, and so like
Right.
it's hard to differentiate between like what kind of like plant it is specifically.
Right.
But it definitely is. It's a plant of some kind. It's closer to like it's like, I guess it's a shrub. Yeah, that's the best. That's the best description for it. But yeah.
Okay. I would just basically take notes of what it is and what sort of wounds it left, because I have the private sample from the body where it did. I would make sure, of course, if anyone needs any heals, I would see if anyone is still hurt. Bandage up any wounds that are left, and
This was only like an hour or two into your watch, so
right.
you guys still have a full almost a full night's of rest to go. So
Nothing sleep kept. I'm gonna lay back now.
Okay.
Are you still good to take a watch, or do you want to swap?
I think that maybe swapping would be best at this point. I'm a little.
Yeah.
Then I'll take my second watch. I'm awake anyway. Go to sleep, though. Keep the water skin. Keep it back.
Thank you.
I will take my watch. Is this a perception check, Bossman?
yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if someone would turn something down in the house. Okay. 22. Okay. For the rest of the night, other than just like the normal sounds of the forest, you don't really notice anything.
Just a peaceful night.
Yeah. And it moves on to next watch. I think that is Dion, right?
Yeah, I'll take the middle watch.
Or the remaining watch. Or was Zill going to take the final watch?
No, I finished off hers and mine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Your night is pretty quiet. The rest of the night is pretty quiet as the sun begins to crest over. Crest over the tops. It is mornings tend to be really sorry, my roommate's being mean. What is it? Okay, there to the east, you guys are so close to the barrier, and the barrier has a constant dark clouds that just cover the area over the Darklands.
Interesting. Okay.
It's rumors and stories you were told as kids in this kingdom is that the Darklands have a curse over it, and the barrier is what keeps the curse from spreading. Because there's five towers that each have a glowing beacon on top of them that is manned by a host of angels that was sent by the Celestials to man the barrier.
A host of what?
A host of angels.
Angels.
Mm-hmm.
On our mountain in the distance.
Yeah. So,
There are the angels and then their hills.
Yep.
Apparently.
There is definitely angels in those hills. But there's 5 towers that border the area. If everybody sees the map, let me scroll back up to the map and I'll open it for all our viewers here. Wow, we went
that early.
So there's the 5 towers that surround the Darkland. Somewhere in the Darkland, somebody placed a curse, which caused complete dark clouds to cover the entire area, and it was spreading, but they managed to build the barrier and hold the curse from spreading. Which is what is the only thing that's keeping the Darklands curse contained.
Okay.
You guys are actually like a week's travel from 2 of the towers. You're like between 2 towers. You guys are just below the one mountain that outcrops from the area. So you guys are actually really close. So like if you guys decided, it's like you guys can find like an area that gives you a good view of the horizon, you might actually be able to see angels flying between the towers. But because of your location, because of your location behind like east or west of the Darklands, your shadow, there's a constant shadow until about midday or just before midday, where it's dark because the clouds are blotting out the sun until it rises high enough in the sky to break the cloud coverage. So, long, dark nights and mornings. But it's about now you guys all recover all your hit points and everything, and all your spell slots because you guys have had a full rest. But it's technically still dark right now. You guys probably have another 4 hours of darkness before the sun comes up or breaks the cloud coverage.
Still a little out of sorts all morning and kind of just methodically going through and packing up her stuff and not really too much.
Walk up behind her, kind of smack her on the back a little harder than necessary to kind of jolt her. Where's my water skin?
Oh, digs around in her pack, hands it, pulls it out. Here it is. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you letting me have some water yesterday.
Remember, breathe, relax, day by day.
Yeah. Day by day.
So relax, quit stressing with the things that happen. That's probably going to happen a lot more frequently.
I thought I would be more helpful.
Well, considering they got the jump on us, even Dion wasn't able to do much. Where are you, Dion?
I suppose not.
Yeah, Stell was definitely the MVP.
Yeah.
Really?
I've spent my whole life fighting.
Thank you. I appreciate your kindness so much.
Dion's pretending that it's not bothering him, but on the inside it's bothering him very, very much.
That his new subordinate just out-fought him.
Like, dramatically so, yeah.
3-1.
Yeah. I mean, he feels good about the fact that he saved someone's life, but...
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Alright, so Zill does her thing. She does a little morning prayer, as she's wont to do. DM, I sent you a private message, just as an FYI.
Okay. Where did you send it?
Discord chat.
Okay, cool.
And you don't have to respond or anything, just so you know it's there. And then she just gets ready to move out. And during her morning prayer, she would do the same as she did yesterday and pray for guidance on their path in the morning.
Okay. So you're gonna do
Dion's
the.
just sitting there. He's already packed up when the other two wake up.
Okay. So we need to do
Just saying
another.
yourself.
We need to do another travel check.
Yep.
For the rest
I'm
of
gonna
this.
do my religion.
You're gonna do the same thing.
She's having a rough day. Wow. Yep. Seems fitting.
I guess
Okay.
Dion will burn one of his. Let me do my long rest real quick here, and then he'll burn one of his divine senses at some point. But overall, just keep an eye out for those Spriggans or whatever they were.
The twig people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do a long rest on the phone.
I can do it for you. Ah!
Beep, beep, beep.
I can do it for you real quick.
Stell's gonna keep an eye out. Stay a little closer to Zell, watching her, making sure she's not overthinking things. And there's just generally gonna keep an eye out for tracks and such things.
Sorry about that. That was the fire alarm. I think our neighbors smoke and it will like come through.
Oh no.
That's cool.
Once the sun officially comes out and is visible and warm on Zill's skin, she relaxes a bit and becomes more rolled. So.
Okay.
Was that your first fight? I don't take that the wrong way. Just
I mean, I've trained. I've never been hit that hard in training, and I've led before, of course. That's fairly obvious, I'd like to think, but I wasn't prepared for that. That's all.
well, none of us are the first time.
So, Stell, what were you doing for your role?
Perception.
Perception? Okay.
Watching around us, checking for tracks in the local area, not doing anything too hardcore. More watching the surroundings and watching Zell for signs of manic.
Were you going
Did
to
you
add?
do a long rest for me?
Yes, I did. You'll probably just have to refresh.
Yeah, it gets a little weird trying to do it on the phone.
Okay. Oh, for some reason it doesn't do HP.
It did it on my screen for you.
Ow.
Oh, okay. It reset all my abilities, but it didn't reset my HP. That's fine. That's an easy enough thing for me to do.
Okay, cool.
And I will be doing, with the aid of my divine sense, I will be keeping an eye out for those things. Investigation, I assume.
Looking for something specific.
Yeah.
Looking for them specifically.
I mean, perception's fine. You
guys have already done a perception for this travel.
Okay.
Apologies, friend.
That's fine.
We got nature. You can do survival. You can do.
You know what? Yeah, nature will work. I'll keep an eye out for the same thing, basically.
Do strange things and things, unusual things.
Things that seem like trees but aren't trees.
I like it.
Yes. And I'll still be burning one of my divine senses.
Okay.
So let's see, what's my nature? That is. Okay. It's the same thing. I need some skills. I don't have enough skills.
You have skills. They're just not good for nature.
Traveling.
Good for nature. 13. Yeah. That's nature. Okay. 13.
I'm much better in catacombs and decrepit mausoleums and things like that.
Okay. Does anybody else want to do anything else for the remainder of the journey? I'm going to say we'll do one more check. We can't use religion, perception, or nature.
Can I intimidate the trees?
That's, yeah.
Are you just wanting to be, like, outwardly intimidating towards everything in the area?
No.
You just...
I'll just make it. Ooh, can I do a medicine check for natural herbs and stuff along the path? Like, just berries are generally good things for health, things that are conducive to healthy medicine.
Did we do a survival yet?
No one's in survival. I'll say you can do that, but that's not going to aid your trip.
I think if someone could do a survival check, that would probably. My survival's not super strong.
That's for your... What was that for?
That's survival. My survival in medicine is the same.
Okay.
Better than mine.
Okay. As the journey you get closer to an end, you notice that there is according to the map, you guys are getting close. You notice that there is actually a small trail that begins to form, and you notice there's little humanoid footprints on the trail.
Do they look like Gerblin footprints?
I'm gonna say you're gonna have to do a nature check? Investigation. Do an investigation check to see if you recognize them.
Sure.
Completely unrelated. There is a picture, a little video of a guy. Wow.
You don't recognize them, but they are smaller than.
They're definitely gnome footprints.
Okay. The following the tracks though, that leads to a ravine. It seems to run several miles in either direction from where you're at, and it looks to be about 30 to 40 feet across. But according to the map, this area is where the citadel should be. Can I get a survival or investigation check from people here?
I could do a survival. What? Nope.
153. Let's go.
It helps to add the plus sign.
You
Roll 1.
know the final boss of this campaign.
I know all things. I am the final boss.
The dirt specs told you everything.
Yep.
Okay. So, Zill, you were doing investigation?
Yep.
Okay, 16. Stell, you got a 20 on... What were you doing?
I don't know. You named two of them, and I did one of them.
Investigation or survival?
Yeah, I did a survival.
Okay, cool. Okay. So, looking around, you guys notice that there's pillars they're worn and broken down. You notice that there is like some script carved into one of them. What languages do you guys speak?
Minimal.
Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Infernal.
Stell has common.
She has all the languages I have and then one more.
Okay. So none of you can read it.
The good news is we can talk in Abyssal to each other and no one can understand us.
Except for Stell.
We can also do that in Celestial, though.
Wait, Stell speaks Abyssal as well?
I speak nothing.
He speaks common.
That's it. That's all I got.
I like it.
Once we hit level 3, it doesn't matter though.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, nice.
So,
None of us can read it, but Zill would take out her notebook and basically scritch down a copy of it.
okay.
Is it blocking our path, or is it just like off the side?
It's on one of the pillars that are standing near the crevice. It almost looks like it's a sign written for someone to read.
Does it look like a warning? Or is it just written on a pillar?
It's carved into the pillar, but it looks like it was put there after. Like this is a newer edition.
Someone tagged it.
Yes, but none of you can read what it says. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting, yes. And beyond this pillar is what exactly?
Around this area, you've noticed that there's lots of areas that appear to have been had lots of small campfires. Some really recent, like within like a week, like just over a week old. But the camps appear to have been hidden as best as possible, like to cover it. You guys do notice that there is a rope tied to one of the pillars that descends down into the crevice.
It looks like we need to go down.
The rope is in good condition, and it couldn't have been there for longer than 2 weeks from the condition. As you guys continue to investigate, you notice that, like looking over where the rope goes down, you notice that there's actually also handholds that have been carved into the side. They're small, so it would be difficult to use to get down, but there is small little handholds and footholds.
I'm gonna test the rope. You said the rope looked good, but I'm gonna test what it's secured to. Real quick, tug on it real well.
Oh yeah, it's not going anywhere. And it's the rope is actually knotted, so it's really easy to climb down and up.
Should we descend?
Climbing isn't my strong suit. We didn't do a lot of physical activity, but yes, I suppose that would be where we have to go.
I have some rope, hold on. And I'll tie a knot around myself and a knot around Zill. Dion, would you like to be attached to the string of death?
No thank you.
That is good. So. This way, if you fall, Zill, at least either I'll catch you or we're both going to die.
How far is your guys' dark vision?
60
feet.
Okay, yeah, you guys are totally good. You do see that down the crevice where the rope is going, that there is actually a small little platform that's about like 20 feet out from the wall, and it's about like 20-30 feet wide.
Interesting.
So, but that is like 50 feet down into the crevice, which is where this rope.
How far?
50 feet from.
How far down does that look like? No, I mean, how far down does the crevice look like it goes? Can we see the bottom?
You like with where the sun is at right now. I'm gonna say you guys can see somewhat of the bottom. It's very faint, but it looks like it's about probably close to 100 feet deep.
Oh my.
Okay.
But this platform that the rope goes to is 50 feet down.
So it's like a half platform?
It's almost halfway. But there is it almost looks from this distance that there is actually a place to descend down into the canyon from that platform. You can't really tell 100%, but there is like, it appears that there's something there.
Okay. I'm willing to go down. Sounds lovely.
So, if you start to get nervous, just focus on your breathing.
Thank you. I will.
Dion, would you mind going first? I'll go last.
Not at all.
If she falls, there's less slack on the rope to pull me down.
Yeah, I'll take the rope down.
I'll let Zill go in front of me. That way, if she were to
Okay.
slip, it's less slack for the rope to pull top on.
Right.
An important point of note, I'm definitely
Oh,
wearing
snap.
pants. I'm definitely wearing like leggings and a white skirt. Just
I wasn't
saying.
going to be looking you up anyway, but okay.
It's important.
He's a
Just-
righteous man.
Yeah. I met a lot of righteous men in my life. Anyway, so yeah, Zill will make her climb down.
Okay.
Oh no, he's not above that necessarily. I'm just saying he's more focused on the descent.
Gotcha.
He's.
I would have used about 15 feet of rope, so I'd give it about 5 feet.
Oh man.
5.5 feet of slack.
I'm having all the bad jokes. I didn't say
Right.
the one. I didn't say the one earlier with the twig twig monsters.
Yeah, no,
Being impaled?
I had a few different things in mind there that I was avoiding.
We are technically streaming, so I've been a lot more PC
Right.
than I normally am. So sorry, guys, and
That's
maybe you
okay.
silly people watching us. I have no idea how many people we got watching.
We've got 2 viewers.
Oh, hi guys. We love you. Thank
Hello.
you for watching. Who's your favorite character? I can't actually see
it's
chat.
probably
so,
Milo.
like,
I'll let you know.
okay.
If they
Milo's
when
definitely
if and
my
when they
favorite
respond. Okay. So you guys all descend down. It's an easy enough climb because it's a knotted rope. So you guys get down. Just takes a couple minutes. You guys arrive, and then it's a sandy ledge overlooks the subterranean gulf out to the west. Nope, that's wrong. It's to the east because you guys descended from the west. The ledge is wide and rough, sand, rocky debris. There's small bones. Animals cover it. Bones of small animals cover it. A rough-hewn stairwell zigs and zags down the side of the ledge, descending into darkness.
If I look at it, can I tell what kind of animal bones there are?
They're just like squirrels and other like woodland creatures.
So they're just small rodents, basically.
Yeah, rabbits, squirrels, things like that.
Do we see another way down?
Okay.
What was that? Sorry.
Do we see another way to get down, or another?
It's a zigzagging stairwell. I can actually send you a picture because I have a
Dion
little.
will continue down if they made it safely down to the ledge.
Oh, that is too.
I was expecting him to make us roll for climbing check.
Nope.
So was I.
It's a really easy climb down. So.
Good. My rolls have been great. This day. 24 hours. Best rolls.
My rolls have been, similar. But I was very certain that there weren't any more in that perimeter.
Yep.
Unless, of course, they're imperceptible when they're not moving.
Okay, it's uploading now.
Do 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 do. Ooh.
Noise.
So we're going down that
Okay.
engine thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Dion, would you like to take the front since you don't have any form of ranged support?
Yes.
Zill, would you like to be in the middle?
Yes, please.
I'll take the rear.
Giggity.
Why is the holy lady such a pervert?
Hey, man, that's the player, not the character.
Yeah,
Okay.
Alright, so Zil will, not Zil, Dion will, I'm not going to play your character for you, will head down the stairs.
Okay. So you guys are descending.
Mm-hmm. His whip is out, by the way, like he's not taking chances.
Yeah, I've got my weapons drawn, like my shield's up.
I'm clutching my holy stuff.
Okay. As you guys descend, a fortress emerges from the darkness, a subterranean citadel. Though impressive, seems long forgotten. But the lightless windows, cracked crenellations, and leaning towers of any indication all is quiet, though through the cold breeze blows up from below, bringing up the scent of dust and a faint trace of rot.
A faint trace of rot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna pop a divine sense.
Okay. Right now, you don't sense anything.
Okay.
How far out does that go?
Double checking, I believe it's 60 feet. So, depending on how fast we're moving, I'll be able to see about 90 feet down because of my movement. Unless we're going at like half pace.
Okay. Okay. No, you're good.
Let me
Okay.
double check. Yeah, 60 feet.
Okay. You guys reach the bottom. The narrow stairways empty into a small courtyard, apparently the top of what was once one of the crenellation battlement. The buried citadel has sunk so far into the earth that the battlement is now level with the surrounding floor. The floor stretches away to the north and south, composed of a layer of treacherous crumbling masonry, which reaches to an unknown depth. To the west looms the surviving structure of what must be the citadel, a tower standing on the west side of the courtyard. Okay.
Okay.
So you guys are now on top, or in the battlement. It's about. Here, I actually have because I don't have a way to do the fog. I'm just going to send you guys the picture, and I'm just going to have you guys pretend.
Not metagame?
Not metagame.
We're gonna character knowledge.
Yep.
Yes.
We're gonna be good players.
And I will tell everyone if the smell becomes too much, close your mouth and breathe through your nose. I know it sounds backwards, but that's the way it works better that way.
Okay, so the part that you guys are in is that little square outcropping that seems to jut out from the wall. How there seems to be a wall all the way around the whole thing. There's this one little square area near the bottom that juts out from it with the circle.
On the bottom right-hand side?
Bottom right, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we are.
That's where you guys are at.
Okay.
So the entryway with the circle, gotcha, okay.
Okay.
I can handle that.
I'm going to, do I know anything of this place at all?
Make a history check.
Okay. Is this something I'm actually good at? No. I mean, I'm not bad, but not good. I almost rolled a 201 dice.
Right?
Ooh, okay. Natural 20.
Hmm.
Or 21.
Very history.
This is the one historical text I read.
On accident, because you were looking for porn.
Hey, it was for educational purposes.
Education indeed.
Okay. Sorry, I just gotta read something real quick.
No, you're good.
So you rolled a critical.
I did.
On what were you doing?
A history for the Citadel.
Okay. You recall some histories of a once used citadel in this area, from what you're recalling, that was once the home of a dragon cult. And there was a great dragon that actually ravaged the area around here. What was his name? Let me figure out his name real quick. It's like Acheron or something like that.
Ashardalon?
I think so.
How do you know that name? Goddamn, that natural 20 must have gave you a lot of thought.
I am looking at a box that's called The Wrath of Ashardalon right now.
That's funny.
It's one of the D&D board games.
Oh, nice.
I haven't actually gotten to play it yet, though. That's the red dragon that I pulled out, though, for the one shot.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if it's that same dragon, or if my character would know that if it was that was that same dragon.
Right.
Well, when I find it, I will let you know.
Okay.
But
don't worry, like I said, I haven't played it, so I don't have a lot of metagame knowledge if it is that dragon.
Yeah, I don't think it actually has anything to do with that game, if anything. I think it's just the dragon, but I have no idea. So
that's fine. So there's a fancy dragon cult that used to be here, and
this was their citadel that they used for their base of operation.
Kobolds? Would I know that? Or is it not?
Well, currently you don't know. It would have been humans, but there was probably kobolds with them at the time.
Okay.
Cool.
Anyone object to entering it? Wait. So you told us that it's a dragon, that there were dragons in this area, yes? Or a dragon cult?
Or a dragon a long time ago that had a dragon cult, but as far as I know, they're not still active here.
Okay. I wonder if that language we couldn't tell. Well, no, it was older. The cult was older than that language.
Well, possibly.
Possibly. I mean, it still could be draconic, though.
Right. Would any of us have been able to tell what language it is, but not be able to read it?
I'm gonna say, go ahead and make just make me an investigation check, and I'll let you know.
Do you want us all to do that?
Zill, that was your investigation, right?
Zill, yes.
Yeah, she's
okay.
the one
yeah, I'm gonna say you do recognize it. It was a Dwarven script.
Oh, this looks like a Dwarven script, but I don't know what it said.
Okay. Well, don't even necessarily know what language it is either, because there's several languages that use Dwarven script.
Yes.
But that does narrow it down. Okay. Yeah, so I suppose I'll go in first. I will check to see if there's anything that looks like a trap, though, on the front door.
That's a good plan.
So you're okay. So where you guys are at, there is a lot of debris, and it's actually difficult terrain. And for every 10 feet you move, I need you guys to make a dexterity check for me. Because it's a lot of
moving.
Yes.
What's that?
Okay.
Are you guys
even if we're moving slowly? Because we can move slowly right now.
Yes, but for every 10 feet, I need a dex save still because it's.
Oh jeez. Okay.
And it's from where you guys are. It's about. I'm gonna say about 25 feet to the door. Because you do see a door.
3 checks or 2?
Huh?
You want 3 checks or 2?
Well, why don't we do the first 10 feet?
Okay.
Okay, Stel, Zill, and we're just waiting for Dion. 8. Okay.
Jeez.
So while you guys are moving, what happened with that? You did not.
I rolled my ankle on a rock, hit my head on the door.
You
Trapped to
are
the ground this year.
you are unable to move. You just can't. Like the rubble keeps rolling and shifting under your feet, and you don't make any progress.
Okay.
The other two
Gotcha,
manage.
sorry.
The other two manage to make it. I need to make a roll here.
So I don't like fall or anything. I just like lose my footing
No.
and can't like seem to
Okay.
get progress.
Okay,
Got it.
nothing happens. Okay. Okay.
So far.
Okay. So now you guys have moved 10 feet. What are you guys doing now?
I suppose we would continue on.
You're just going to
Yeah,
head
I'm gonna-
to the door.
Keep on keeping
Yes.
on, man.
Okay. So go ahead and make some rolls.
Oh.
Critical fail.
Oh, jeez. I'm just copy and pasting this roll because we're gonna have to do it a lot.
Okay, so Stell critical failed. Zill got a 17. And
Are these deck saving throws?
yeah. No, these are just dexterity.
Just deck.
That's the same way either way for me.
I mean, it's the same, but I have a thing for saving throws.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's acrobatics checks.
Same thing for me.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay. So
For now.
okay, so Dion manages to get up near where Stell is at. Zill continues forward. And okay. Oh, this is gonna be a fun. Okay, so we're gonna start with Stell. The slab of masonry that you're on shifts, and you fall into a debris-lined cavity. So you have you've slipped in between the masonry and the debris, and you're now in a little crevice. You're gonna have to climb back out. Zill, what is your passive perception?
12.
12?
Yep.
Okay. As you're moving along, the floor gives out underneath you, and you're dumped into it, and you fall into an open pit.
Woo!
Aw.
I need
So,
you to make.
I didn't get to investigate for my traps.
Nope, you didn't. That's why I was like, I did the first 10 feet of movement, and then I asked people what they wanted to do, and everybody was like, let's keep moving.
Oh, well, I'm... Okay.
You
Sorry.
need me to make a what?
Okay.
It needs you to grunt.
Okay, so So the lid of this trapdoor flips open. Go ahead and make a dexterity check for me. You can do it as...
9. Huh?
You got a 9?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How far down is it? Okay, so you only drop 10 feet, so you don't take any damage because the first 10 feet is no damage.
That's kind of you, thank you.
Well, that's I'm pretty sure the ruling.
I know, but thank you.
Okay. For now, the trapdoor seems to be holding open.
Are you two still tied up together?
No, I would have undone that.
Yeah, no, that would have ended
Okay.
when we were no longer
As
on.
soon as you hit land?
Inside the pit, you notice there are 2 goblin skeletons. They have been dead for about a day, and there is also a giant rat.
Oh my.
Skeleton or alive?
It's alive.
Oh no! Is it doing anything? How giant are we talking here? Like Chihuahua? Or are we talking like horse?
Or is it a rodent of unusual size?
I know, right?
Let me pull this up.
That's what I always picture when people say giant
It
rats.
says small beast, so it's
Corgi.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would say about a small dog. So like, yeah, corgi to border collie, somewhere in there.
That's a big rat.
It is a
Yep.
giant rat. Okay.
Alright.
And I guess you let's roll initiative.
Am I alone down here still?
You are alone down there. Dion saw you. Saw the floor give out under you.
9.
Wait, have I had a chance to climb up yet? Or
Nope,
no?
you'll have to do that on your turn. Because this all happened at once. So you would have fallen in as the trapdoor went in, and then so you'll basically your turn on initiative. You'll be climbing out.
That's what you get for stepping in front of me, Zil. I mean, that's out of character, by the way.
That's what you get for failing your dex check and getting stuff for around.
Okay. Zil got 9.
9.
Okay. Let me draw up a new little map here for you guys. Okay. Is everybody else gonna roll initiative?
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. There's a rat. But you know what? That's the same roll as my dex, so copy pasta.
So we got a 19 for Stell
Nice.
and a 13 for
Where's Zil?
Dion.
Yep.
Okay, that's actually not bad at all. Okay, so we're gonna stay boom.
A lot better than.
No shit.
Okay. You guys are heading, the door's right here. Okay. Zil was yellow. So you're in the pit. And the pit is 10 feet by 15 feet. Just so you are aware. The rat is currently not adjacent to you. He's on the other side of the pit. Green was Dion, and Stell there. And I will send you guys a picture. Let me do that real quick. Where are we? Discord. Oh. Discord. This one. I'm in the right. Okay. Picture. Take the picture. So the red die on top of Stell is just saying that you are currently incapacitated inside the debris, and that will be removed as soon as you guys are done. As soon as you
got
climb.
incapacitated?
Wait, who's incapacitated?
Stell is in a crevice, like
He's stuck.
he fell in
Oh, okay.
between the masonry, so he has to climb out before he can. So he's incapacitated, but like.
I'm in a 10 by 15, you said, with this
Yes, yeah, the dice are just really big.
rat? That's fine. I can do... Has the rat attacked or done any? Has it
Nope.
done anything?
No, not yet. But it has like it kind of like when you fell in, it kind of like flinched back and
Acknowledge my
hissed.
existence?
Yes. But it was definitely eating the goblin.
Oh my.
Okay, so let's start this off. Stell gets to go first. Let me rearrange Stell, Dion. Okay, cool. Okay, so Stell, you're first.
I want to get the fuck out of the hole.
Okay, I need you to make an athletics check. 17? Okay, you managed to pull yourself up and out.
What do I see when I get up?
You see a big hole up ahead, and Zilla's gone.
I look on the ground. What do I see? Like before the hole, between me and the hole.
The same kind of rubble and masonry that
Nothing sketchy that's gonna fall out from underneath me.
you still have to get to the hole. You'll have to make one more athletics check. Or, I mean, acrobatics check.
But I'm saying like what I'm looking at right in front of me does not appear like it's gonna fall out from underneath me.
Oh, like another trap?
Yes.
You don't think so, but you assume that Zill walked over it because she was up ahead of you, and Dion's standing like right there, so it doesn't appear to.
Then I will walk forward.
Okay, go ahead. You're gonna go up to the edge of the pit.
Yes.
Okay,
Like
I need you.
a little bit off the edge, just enough to see it.
Okay, I need you to make an acrobatics check. 10. You pass. That's the DC. Okay, so you make it to the edge of the pit. You see a giant rat down in the pit, but you've used your action this turn to pull yourself up out of the pit, or out of the crevice that you had fallen into.
Well, that's it then.
Okay, it is now Dion's turn.
Alright, Dion is going to how far away is the rat from him? Because he saw her fall down, right?
The rat is like 5 feet away from her. Like it's
No,
there's
from,
like
from me.
Oh, from you. If you moved up to the edge of the pit, I would say 10-foot drop. So
Okay, so if I move right next to it, above it, I can actually hit it. So I'm gonna move.
You're gonna move as close to the rat.
Yeah, it looks like a 5-foot step for me to do that.
Yeah, about 5 feet to get
right above it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna try to hit it with my whip.
Okay.
Not ×4, +4.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be really nice. But
7.
These rolls.
Oh man. Oh man.
I'm not used to attacking things below me.
Fine.
Okay.
Okay, that's my turn.
Yep, that's gonna end Dion's turn. Zill.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast not crit. Going to use a bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay, you get a bonus to AC.
I get a bonus to AC, and then I'm going to ready my daggers and hold my action until if it comes within range.
Okay.
I'm going to stab it.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Alright, that's the end of your turn?
That's it.
Okay. It's going to move at you. You get
I figured it might.
Yep, you get to make an attack against it as it moves into your range because you held your attack action.
So I get to attack with a dagger.
20.
Oh my god.
That hits.
Holy shit, I have to actually look up what my dagger damage is.
It's a D4 plus...
It is.
a D4 plus 2.
1d4 plus 2. 5 damage.
5 damage.
Right.
Okay.
Ka-ja!
It does not die, but it does not look like it's doing well. It's pretty pissed. But it's going to make an attack at you.
What's really sad is that our sorcerer does as much damage with our dagger as our paladin does with his whip. My stats are not very good.
17.
It hit me.
Yep.
Hit.
Okay. And then it's this. 5 points of damage.
Ouch. Alright. That hurts. Ow, guys.
Okay. That's the end of the rat's turn. It's back to Stell.
I will Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast it.
I miss.
Okay. Your beam goes wide. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. Dion.
I'm gonna stay right where I am. It didn't wait. It moved, right?
It moved, but it's still in your range. I'm gonna say it's still in your range.
Okay.
Because it just closed in on. It closed in on Zill, and you were basically between. You were like between Zill and it, up above.
Right.
So.
Alright. I'm going to try this again.
18. That hits.
Good.
Yay.
6 damage.
Nice.
Um,
The 2 times that I've actually hit something like the max damage. So that's nice.
your whip goes down and cracks it like in the neck, and you almost like you watch as like you almost sever its head completely off, and it falls to the ground
Oh.
dead.
And then I will leave the whip dangling down there and tell her to use that to climb up. And I'll steady myself.
Just a moment. There's a dead goblin down here, and I'll go investigate the goblin's
There's
body.
2 goblins.
There are 2 goblins down here. I'll investigate both bodies.
Okay. There is 2 scimitars, 2 shields, and go ahead and make me an investigation check for me.
Woo!
20?
I see. A modified 20, but yeah.
Okay. You find a combined total of 23 silver pieces and 4 gold pieces in their belt pouches.
Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. How much?
23 silver and 4 gold.
Nice.
Woo! I'm slightly less broke. There are 2 scimitars and a few shields down here. Do either of you want either of these?
Does the shield appear enchanted or magical in any way?
Can I check to see if any of this is magical in any way? Using Arcana?
They're not
Like looking
magical.
for runes and stuff.
They're not magical.
I can safely say they're not magical.
Okay.
We can use them to sell if anybody has any care.
I might be able to make use of one of those scimitars.
Yeah.
While you're talking, you begin to hear a strange grinding sound.
Okay, that's nice.
I'm gonna climb
No,
up
we can have
I'm gonna climb out.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Advantage since
Athletics?
I'm helping her out.
You're pulling her up while she's climbing. So yes, she can have advantage.
Yay, you're the best. Oh, thank God.
16. Okay. You
Yeah.
you
I have 0.
pull out of the pull out of the hole. And you get up, you stand up, and like 10 seconds after you stand up, the trapdoor grinds shut, closing it off.
Interesting mechanism. Can I see what it is that actually caused it to flip up in the first place? Like where I stepped?
As you investigate, you notice that the way the trap works is that it's just unmortared all along the edges, and it's just like when there's pressure put on it, it just gives out.
And it slid back after a timer, or it just was slowly falling back?
Taking a rough guess, it took about a minute before it closed back up.
Okay. Straight. Here, have a scimitar. I grabbed both. You can actually pick which one you like.
Is there any distinction between the two?
They're just dirty scimitars.
Dirty scimitars?
I cast prestidigitation, now they're clean scimitar.
Okay, now they're clean scimitars.
I'll try to take point this time. We can make it just fucking.
Please.
Okay. You guys did notice that there is a lip around the trap. It's like a 4-foot wide lip that leads to the door. It's kind of almost like a catwalk kind of thing. Gap between them.
I think it's safe to say that we'll be moving at half speed to watch out for these things.
Yes.
I agree.
But as you guys clear where the trap's at, you notice the floor, the masonry has cleared up, and you don't have to. And it's easier to walk in this area. Oh, I need to make one more roll before we go any further. Okay, we're good. You guys just made noise with the fighting, so I just wanted to do a roll. Okay. Okay. And then now, are you guys going inside?
I will check the door for any forms of death.
Okay. So do an investigation check then.
$21.
21. The door is not trapped, and it is unlocked.
I will very easily open the door as quietly as possible and peek in.
Okay. This circular area is cobbled with cracked granite, upon which spiral the bodies of 4 goblins, apparently slain in combat. One corpse stands with his back against the western wall. A spear that killed him is skewering it, holding it upright. 3 wooden doors lead from this area. A hollow tower of loose masonry reaches 30 feet into the air, but the intervening floors and stairs are gone, except for a couple of crumbling ledges. Okay.
Do I see how the other goblins were killed from my vantage point?
They look like they've died in battle.
Do I see anything that could have killed them?
You do not
What
see.
type of wounds do they have? Are they like bludgeoning wounds, slashing wounds, stabbing wounds?
Well, you assume that because it's a spear that it was some other humanoid type being.
Okay.
Are you going to investigate the bodies?
I want to first make sure there are no traps in the room.
Okay.
Please, thank you.
So you're doing let's go ahead and make a Investigation,
correct?
yeah. Go ahead and investigate.
I would be helping her on this.
Okay, so go ahead and take advantage.
Okay. I have to type it out here. 1 and +1 and then oh, thank God.
20.
20.
Okay. Okay. The 4 goblins have been dead for a while. Rats have gnawed on them. Body parts have been looted. Their bodies have been looted.
Okay.
Is anybody going to mess with the one that's pinned to the wall while you're investigating?
If I look at the shaft of the spear, do I see any kind of engraving?
Nope.
I ain't touched it.
Okay. You do notice that there is something behind the goblin. It seems to be some kind of writing, but you can't make it out because the body of the goblin's blocking most of it.
There seems to be some writing behind this goblin. Is it the same dwarvish script we saw earlier, and is it carved into the wall?
No. What languages do people say they speak?
I speak the most languages of Abyss.
Okay, yeah, no, I just looked. Nobody speaks this language.
Say again?
Nobody speaks this language, I just looked.
Okay.
She speaks all the languages the rest of us do, and then some. So if you ever need to find that out, just look at the one she speaks.
Yeah.
I speak. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Our linguist.
So yeah,
I'm gonna
what I know, but I don't recognize it.
If you want to make a history check, I'll let you see if you can decipher what the script looks like. But it's difficult.
14.
It's not the dwarven that you saw before. It appears to be it's draconic from what you can see, but you can't.
Can't read it.
Yep.
Kind of like with the dwarvish. I could tell it was dwarvish, but I couldn't read it.
Yep. As you continue to investigate the room, you notice that there is a secret door or something in the wall to the left of the tower as you entered.
Interesting. Could one of you boys help me with this? I think there's a door here.
Behind the goblin or to the side?
Good question.
I'm forgetting out of character. Are spears finesse?
Spears are, yeah, I think so.
I believe.
Silly, but okay. Well, I'm gonna pull that.
Pull the spear?
You can pull the spear out? Okay.
But before I do, I'm gonna say, just in case something
I step back
happens
out of the way.
Yes.
I'll be like, they'll get behind me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm ready to
Okay.
jump back at a moment.
Okay.
I'll pull it out.
You pull the spear. The goblin's body slumps to the ground, and it's just a word written in Draconic across the wall.
And there's a door?
No.
I searched
Oh, yeah,
that door that I saw earlier.
The door. Your investigation lets you figure out that there is actually a lever next to it that is like hidden in the masonry.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I open it. I click. I check for trap.
There's actually 2 levers. There's one on the left side, which can be pushed in, and one on the right side, which can be pulled out.
One push out, one pull in.
Mm-hmm.
Strange. I, of course, mentioned this to them. that I'm unsure is what to do. I don't know if this is going to cause any sort of trap to go off or what's going to happen.
Would you like me to do it?
I agree. You should let Dion do it. Get behind me, Zil, just in case.
Okay. No complaints.
So protective.
Actually,
Well, I just figured. I mean, she can get behind you. Shit. I just.
No, it's fine. I just.
I'm actually going to. God, I've already used one of my 2 spell slots for today.
Hold on to your spells. We still.
I
have
only
them.
have 3 hit points from
Here.
from the rat attack.
I will
Oh,
hand
you-
her
oh,
my.
oh.
I will hand her. Oh, do you have something?
I have a potion.
Wait,
I have
wait.
a potion.
I'm
Dion?
going to. Yeah, I'm gonna put 4 points of my 5 lay on hands into you. I didn't realize you got hit.
Yeah,
I would have done that already.
Yeah, that's I just remembered. I was checking my sheet. Oh crap! I'm slow. Okay,
Yeah, so I
now
used
I'm
4.
ready.
I'm gonna hold on to 1. Just.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. Now I'm hiding behind the boys, and I'm letting them open this or try and open the door.
So there's a lever that pushes in and a lever that pulls out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why not? Oh,
Actually, that was my first instinct. I'm
right.
going to pull one and push the other at the exact.
You're doing them
Same time.
both at the same time?
Yes.
Okay. As you pull the lever,
There's nothing.
a trap goes off.
Of course.
And you get 1 point of piercing damage.
How does this happen?
But as you push in the other lever, the door swings open. So the pull one was the trapped one. The push one was the opened.
Does that like pierce my hand? Is that what happens?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
It's almost like a spear that just like shoots out of the wall and pierces
They're
you.
just testing your diabetes.
Dion, I have a question, friend.
I don't know what that is. What?
I have a question. Why didn't you attempt to activate one of those with your sword from a distance? Just flip the switch with a bladed weapon.
I have a question in return. Why, when I walked up to it and started to proceed with this, you had this idea, you didn't say anything.
I figured you knew what you were doing.
And I licked the blood off my hand.
Boys.
Oh, actually, you can do a dexterity saving throw to avoid the damage if you want.
Okay.
I just saw that. I forgot I read.
Oh.
Nope, you take the damage. Okay. Okay. As you look into the room, it's a little teeny chamber. It's like 10 feet by 10 feet. There's arrow slits in the east and the south wall. And there's 3 long dead archers, like skeletons of 3 dead long archers slumped against the rubble-filled walls.
That's spooky.
Are they like grouped together or like
They're-
spaced apart?
They're like, it's like they were like manning the arrow slits. It's like this is a guard post, and it looks, they're
So
just,
we're talking like
they're,
dead.
yeah.
So this is a pillbox, this is an arrow.
You with that history check you had done earlier about knowing the fortress, you do remember that this place was once above ground, and some calamity of some sort, when it happened, caused it to sink into the ground and basically vanish.
Do I know if it was a sudden sink or like
it happened.
was it like instant and everybody died? Or
You the knowledge that you know of it is people refer to it as a calamity. So it was something.
Okay.
It was abrupt. Hold on, let me figure out something. Oh yeah, I did figure out the dragon's name. Asher Dallon. Asher Dallon.
His name was Purple People Eater.
It's Ashardalon.
A
Yeah,
Chardalon?
it's the one. It's the same one. I
Is
thought
it?
was.
Oh, okay. Yep. That's his name. Of the dragon that used to like wreak havoc, but thousands of years ago. This is like thousands of years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
So these skeletons look old, like probably that old.
Do I know the fate of that dragon, or did it just kind of disappear from history?
As far as you know, they never like. I think the dragon was slain,
Okay.
which was part of the calamity that happened.
So as far as I know, the dragon's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. I'm actually going to, if they have functioning gear, take a bow off of one of them. Whatever one has the nicest thing.
Okay. As you step into the room, all three skeletons, red spark ignites in their eye sockets, and they stand up.
Do I
We
see
have
that?
undead.
Would I see that, DM?
Yeah, I'll say you guys all see that.
Would I have enough time to like get off a blaster now?
Nope.
Okay.
Let's all roll initiative. Let me redraw this map. Wow. This is the most combat I've gotten into
One session.
in one session ever.
Dungeons will do that to you.
Okay.
I was ready this time, folks.
Okay. So let's do that. Dion is green, so
I channel divinity yet, do I?
Level 2, I think.
you
No,
had
you need
stepped
your,
into.
Wait, no, that's a level 3. That's level
Yeah, I was gonna say you need to go first.
So we're gonna say it happened right as you were stepping into the room, so you're in the doorway.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's.
Drawing score.
Yeah, I'm about to get over and send you a picture here.
Okay.
Let's take a new
I
picture.
just wanted a bow and some arrows.
Well, realize that having ranged weaponry is actually quite important.
Yes. It won't
Okay.
be his
Picture is on the way.
primary thing,
Picture should be arriving any second.
Okay. So, okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. Is that a 10-foot wide doorway?
It is a 5-foot wide doorway.
Okay.
He's standing in the
Oh, they are.
doorway.
They are right in front of me. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so they are. What do we got here? Okay.
Assuming I'm going first.
Oh yeah, let's write down initiative. I need to do that still. Okay. I didn't roll for them yet.
Oh. It's 2 natural 20s in a row. Thank you very much.
Okay, so what did everybody get? You got a 24?
No, he
No,
got
I
a
got a-
22. He was rolling to attack, not realizing. that
Oh,
he was
22
away.
initiative. Dion.
I was just setting
Okay.
because I assumed that was going first.
What was everybody else's initiative?
18.
Did you guys already roll?
Yes.
They're
Okay.
they're up higher. So
Oh, okay.
got a 15.
Okay, so let me rearrange everybody in their initiative order. Dion, Stell, and Zill.
And somewhere in there is bad guys.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and we're going to start with Dion.
Dion crits.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You rolled that for attack. Okay.
Yes.
What weapon are you using?
Oh, my whip.
Oh, max damage.
Again. I've hit 3 times, and every time has been max damage.
That's pretty great.
Happy with it.
That's pretty great. Okay, does it...
It's the one directly in front of me.
Okay. It's still standing, but it definitely, took a hit.
Okay.
Right. Stell.
And then I'm going to, because I know that I'm blocking the doorway, I'm going to step forward to the right.
You're going to step into the room?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Do I have enough space with him moving to get in there and still leaving enough room for Zil to cast spells and pass?
Yes. The room is only 10 feet by 10 feet, so actually, technically, every square in the room is filled up at the moment.
Would I be able to get close enough to get a hit in on one of them?
You can do
Like
melee.
with a longsword?
Yeah, you can attack from the outside the door.
Well, I will rush forward and swing.
Okay.
Alright, 1 second. I will. Because that's a thing you have to do.
I made Avery feel guilty, and now...
You made who feel guilty? What?
Avery. The dice roll.
Everway.
Oh, now she's 7 points damage, and that was you both attacked. You both attacked the one that's closest to the door.
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Then it goes down. Okay.
And if I still have movement left, I will push forward even further.
Okay.
To try to just be back up.
Oh yeah, you were only 10 feet, maybe, originally. Okay. So now it's their turn. And they're both going to pull out short swords and swing at you.
Rusty old short swords.
Oh,
Short swords.
Short swords.
okay,
swords.
what?
Only 4 points. Short swords.
They're short
I'm a
swords.
gold level and you know what.
A 13 to Stell and a 6 to Dion. Those both miss. Probably, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
And then it is Zill's turn.
6 with flame. He needs to roll a dex save.
Okay.
Skeletons on their dex save.
A 7.
He fails. He takes damage.
Okay.
Yay!
Does it do
Ooh.
anything extra to undead?
Nope.
Because it's... What type of damage is it?
Radiant.
Radiant. Okay.
So I mean, if they're weak to radiant, then it gets
Okay.
used but
1 point of damage.
Yay!
Okay.
So as they'll cast, she says, "Palor, return you to the ground," and then the beam of fire.
Okay.
In case you still hadn't noticed, I'm really big on descriptive roleplay.
I'm trying to be better about it.
Hey, you're doing good. This is not descriptive roleplay hard.
Oh no, I lost my pen. Where'd it go?
It's mostly that I don't necessarily want to.
Are you worried about making a fool of yourself?
maybe slightly, but not. That's not the main thing.
Okay.
I think it's combat. I don't know. Like I feel weird about saying things in combat,
Like,
mostly because
what do you mean saying things in combat? Like,
because of the way my character behaves.
Oh, that's fine. You don't have to say stuff.
like talking?
Yeah.
Like, Halo, return you to the earth.
Yeah, like I don't.
Oh, okay.
No.
No.
this-
Dion wouldn't do that.
No, I'll probably come up with words for my vocal components,
Gotcha.
but beyond that, no.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I had to take a second. I had a disturbance in the force.
That's when we fit on our little side conversations.
Yep.
Is when you have that stuff.
Okay. Now Zill just went, so it's back to Dion. You are engaged with it. You are within 5 feet of the skeleton now.
I will. Which one did you hit?
The one that you both. Oh, the one that's diagonal.
One is dead, one is still alive, and then
One has been unhit. One is damaged. One is not. The one in front of. Okay, the one in front of Stell is the one that got hit with second frame.
Okay.
are you equipping? Did you ever equip that scimitar?
No, I'm still using my whip.
Okay.
Okay. Can you attack 5 feet with a whip?
Yeah.
There's no disadvantage or anything for it.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I mean, you've seen Brune and his whip there.
Yeah, I know.
He can snap that thing. He can snap that thing right next to his own ass.
I can do that too. And
I know.
butt pretzels.
Stop touching. Flaming.
You only get that joke. Nobody else gets it.
No one.
2 natural 20s and max damage for 3 attacks was enough for Average. They'd go back on.
Average on strike again.
Yep.
So you 10. Okay,
10
you
hits.
does not hit.
I was gonna say I'm assuming these things don't have a 10 AC.
Nope.
Yeah,
That's fine.
they're not so dexterous.
Okay, Neon, you're done. Stell, it's back to you.
So good.
I will make my way to whatever's closest and
And
swing
you're-
my blade at it, attempting to cleave it in half. I want to break the bone.
Okay. How are you wielding your sword? Two-handed or one-handed?
One-handed.
Okay. Oh, okay. 15 does hit.
Ooh. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. It is still standing. It's looking a little shaky, though. Okay. It is now their turn. They are going to make attacks at each of you. That one that just got hit totally fudges and actually drops its sword.
I think I'd like to think that his whole arm falls off.
Probably like his hand
Funnier.
falls off, still gripping the short sword.
We attacked at the same time, and I just like.
Yep.
fumbled it.
And does a 20 hit you, Dion?
Yeah.
Okay. So you take damage. This guy, yes. 3 points of damage. Okay.
Still have more health than me. Sand.
Okay. And now it's your turn, Zill.
Circle frame.
Second flame. So Dex.
Same one.
He Dex, yes. He gets a 17.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Shibaback.
Okay. So he takes no damage. Okay, it's back to Dion.
It's a pretty color of light. Dion,
It's your turn.
your turn.
Wow, that was fast.
Both of them are still up.
I'm gonna go for the one that got hit with Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Um,
The one who dropped his sword?
Yeah.
Or dropped his hand, I should say.
That's that one.
Yay!
15, that hits.
Nice.
And I'm going to say, since you can deal 1 damage, no matter what, it dies.
He wasn't at 1.
He was at 1 hit point. That's why, like, when he crit failed, I was just like, his arm's gonna fall off.
I like it.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And Dion's feeling a little better today than last night.
Yeah.
Phil's not at all.
Okay. Stell,
Is there more? I thought that was the last one.
there's one more.
There's one more. Undamaged one.
Oh, can I get to it?
Yeah, you can attack it. You can move forward and attack, or you can stay where you are and attack. Okay.
I'm gonna run forward and smack it with a sword.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Sweet. Roll for trash. 10 points.
10 points of damage. It's still on its feet. Okay, it's its turn. Since you just hit it, it's going to swing at you. For 5 damage. No.
5 to hit.
5 to hit. Yeah, no. It misses.
I think it just.
It's feeling a little overwhelmed. It's a little overwhelmed. Okay. Zill, the room, the space in the room is now open, so you can move into the room if you want.
I'm not gonna get within melee, but I'll make sure I have
Okay.
a good line of sight on it, and I will focus, and I will say, I will really take just a moment to really focus.
And you're casting Sacred Flame
Flame.
at 20.
A single tear rolls down Phil's cheek.
Okay. Dion.
Let's see here. I'm going to do the same thing.
Okay.
Snap it.
I can't wait until I have things to do.
I need to look at this book real quick and see something.
1 to hit.
I mean, this one doesn't have a much better.
Nope, this one is a steel-plated skeleton, actually.
It's actually made of adamant. Nice.
6 damage.
6 damage, and it
I'm
goes
really-
down. Has
That's
every one of
amazing.
your attacks been max?
Every single one of my attacks has been max damage, including crit.
Both of the dice on your crit. That's kind of ridiculous.
Yep.
At least it's helpful when you hit. Consistent.
It's gonna be a lot next level too, because I get I'll have my fighting style.
Oh yeah, and you'll be able to do more damage.
I can smite and I'll have my fighting style, so my damage goes up a lot.
Are you doing dueling to add damage? Nice. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that goblin or that skeleton goes down. Not goblin. Okay.
Alright, I've killed 4 things. I feel much better.
Okay. I'm gonna actually say at this point, you guys are probably going to loot the room. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless there's more.
Okay.
Threat.
I will roll up your the loot from that. Why don't you guys level up? Because you. I
was
need.
So hoping, as well.
No.
Okay.
Unless you take a rest.
So we'll gain the extra hit points, but we're not healing the damage we take.
Yes. So you'll still be down the hit points that you are.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
Okay. yeah, I needed to roll this. Actually, I will roll this on the stream, on the actual campaign for you guys, so that you guys can see.
Only to ever. Oh, do we roll for hit points, or do we deal with that?
You can do however you want. If you take the fixed value, it's half plus your con, I believe. I should tell you in your whichever way you set it up when you level up your character too.
I
Okay.
just went with the fixed value.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Yeah, it's early levels. I'm gonna take the fixed value.
I got I rolled a 3.
Okay. Then you add your con to it. I'm gonna be muted for just a second.
I have more healing now too.
Guys, I'm up to 13 maximum hit points.
Nice. Ooh, okay. That's good.
So, I'm happy.
Did you roll for HP?
No, I just took the fixed amount they gave me.
Gotcha.
But,
I was just because we leveled.
Okay, so that roll there is how many silver pieces were on the skeletons combined. That was how many gold pieces were on the skeletons combined.
Christ.
There is 60 arrows total. 3 bows, and the 3 short swords. And there's 1 arrow in each of their quivers that's in a separate pocket. And it appears to look brand new on each of them.
Interesting.
So,
May I investigate them for...
You want to do it in...
before you do that, Zil, can I ask you something? You wrote down, made a copy of that writing we saw, right?
Yes. Here,
May I-
let me show you.
May I see it? And do I see the writing now?
Oh, yeah. Oh, did you get your... Oh, you got your...
You get that? Oh yeah, you get your
Your-
indications in a second.
And Zil, I've done, what we've talked about. Attempting to embrace this power. I'm trying to learn from it.
The inscription is basically a warning and threats against trespassers.
And the one in Dwarvish?
Yes.
It seems like an text. Seems rather impressive.
Interesting.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Zil.
Okay, so you're going to do an investigation check, or arcana check.
I want to Arcana the fuck out of these things.
Okay.
That is question word. Plus 1.
Um,
Like to say, I was assisting her.
um,
I'll be right back.
I'll let you go ahead and make a check too, just because. But yeah, no, you don't notice anything other than that they look They look new, like the day that
It's
they.
strange that these look brand new.
In comparison to the other arrows, that like the feathers are all like rotted and.
Guys, I just made your armor.
Nice.
Hopefully I'll be
Your
a little
AC.
less thirsty. Huh?
Your AC might be higher than mine.
With all my buffs, if I do mage armor, I go up to 15. And if I do shield of faith and mage armor at the same time, then I'm up to 715. So.
That's where I am normally, and I can shield it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Actually, no, because I don't think I'm going to take shield of faith.
Okay. So, Stell, I think you missed it, but I said you can go ahead and do a check, an Arcana check on them. Because I assume that you all, like, you noticed them and you guys were both investigating them, like, looking at them. Nope.
I have no Arcana.
Yep. They're just strange in the fact that, they look new, but in comparison to all the others, and they were kept in a separate pocket. From all the other arrows on the quivers.
Actually, so I just realized when I level up, I can remove one of my first level spells and learn a different one in its place.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna remove Healing Word. and
Really?
Detect Magic. Yep. I have a different healing spell too. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, Healing Word is like amazing for because you don't have to be next to the person to use it.
Just so
It's
you
okay.
know, I detect magic.
You detect magic.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
No problem.
yeah, that. I mean, I can take Cure Wounds instead.
No, well, I have Cure Wounds and Healing Word. Healing Word is nice because of its range. I had forgotten. And it's a bonus action.
Right.
As opposed to just an action.
That's what makes it so amazing is its action economy and range.
So if someone drops, you can literally just be like, Healing Word from across like 30, 60 feet away or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just bring them back up to conscious so they're not laying on the ground dying. Kind of like how Dion
How I
wasn't
did
able.
that earlier.
Yes. He had to run to you.
Right. I could have brought you to consciousness and attacked in the same turn had I had that.
Mm-hmm.
And you wouldn't have had to move. Yeah, it would have been a lot of things.
Correct.
That's okay.
Yeah.
They happened to they knocked out the healer, man.
Yeah.
It's okay though.
Okay. So is everybody still here?
Now, did you want me to cast detect magic on something?
I think it's very strange that these arrows have apparently been here for this long without deteriorating in any way. To me, that would indicate a magical item.
We can carry them with us, and at a later date in a safer place, we can check.
Oh yes. I can also just check them. I am trained for this,
I'm not.
so I check them with Arcana to see if there is anything magical about them.
Okay. Oh yeah, you do. You are proficient in it. Look at
I
that.
am trained.
Look at that.
Something I
The
can be
paladin.
useful.
Listen. Okay, so the paladin is trained in Arcana, but the sorcerer is not.
Well.
This is my life.
The paladin is trained to fight. 22.
Okay. These are definitely magic items. You notice that the arrowheads and on the fetching and along the shaft, there's little magical runes carved. These are definitely magic arrows. You don't know what kind of magic arrows, but they are magic arrows.
Okay. So while I'm in here, I'm going to definitely take one of these quivers. I don't know if anyone else wants any of this stuff, but I'm going to take a bow and a quiver, and I'm going to collect all these arrows, especially the 3 special ones.
You can have them, Leon.
Okay, so there's 3 of the magical arrows. Still don't know what they do.
These are definitely magical, but I'm not sure in what way.
And then you have, what is it? 60 arrows. If
A lot of arrows.
yes, I'm gonna say you'll need to actually take all the quivers to be able to carry all those arrows.
I won't need that many. I'll just take what a quiver carries 20 arrows, right?
Yes.
I can carry a quiver for you.
Yeah, I mostly just because I don't think I'll have that much use of my bow and arrow. That's not going to be my main thing. So I'll just take 17 regular arrows and the 3 magical ones.
Okay. These quivers have the pockets for the special arrows, so you can actually have 20 regular arrows and the 3 magic.
Oh, okay. Let me go change my equipment. I need to add that scimitar too.
Oh,
The short swords, do those look normal? Do they look old or?
They look rusted and weathered.
Okay.
Dion, did you said something earlier about being able to detect magic, correct?
Yes. If
I was just curious. I'm trying to understand how that is a spell, correct? Or is that just a natural ability?
well, I can check things. I'm trained to see if things are magical. But I don't necessarily know what they are. I just can tell whether or not something has magic on it. But I also have the ability to cast a spell. But my resources for that are somewhat limited, so I don't like to do that unless it's...
Do you think you could teach me how to cast that particular spell?
I could try. It is divine magic. Do you have any...
I do not believe in the abilities I possess are divine, but I'm sure
The methods I have learned of the divine...
Yeah, Paler.
Okay.
Yeah, Paler grants you your ability, your magic.
Well, if you could show me, maybe I could find some way to do it through my personal means.
I could potentially try.
Would you mind terribly if I asked you to show me?
Right now?
You don't have to cast the spell, just the preparations and such. Would you mind?
Just to clarify, Leon, Bell has actually taken an interest in learning and experimenting more with his own magic, so I think that's where he's going. He just didn't quite clarify it that way.
Trying to learn.
Okay, one moment.
You don't actually have to cast the spell. I just want to know the preparations.
I will tell him. Okay. I will show him the somatic component separately from saying the trigger word. So this is what you do with your hand. And you simply say...
Abracadabra, alakazam.
Well, I mean, my understanding is the word itself is not exactly the most...
I think
the word
a lot
itself...
of it is the intent behind,
Yes.
within the divine world at least.
I usually simply say search or divine, but I don't know if that is necessarily required. This is not something that I was taught academically.
I think I get it. Give me a moment, and I will come to my
Okay.
and I will cast detect magic with
Yay.
none of the components he just showed me. I will just wave my hand.
What?
Yes.
And I'll look around. Do I see anything magical?
The arrows are magic.
Is that it?
In this room,
There's
Just
a
in general, like I'm gonna walk into the other room and peek around for a minute.
the small room you just came from.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Did you have arrows that are magical?
Yes.
They're glowing.
Michael. Mm-hmm.
I think I got it.
Nice.
This is amazing.
Out of character. Is that one of your
They're-
Eldritch invocations?
Yes.
You jerk. Okay.
It's
You will also notice that my pipe has a very faint magical aura to it.
Pipe?
Mm-hmm.
Your
I was smoking
flute
it this
pipe?
morning.
Oh, you're smoking pipe. That's right.
I need more time to figure this out, but I believe that I can do this constantly. This did not feel like it took a toll on me. When I cast my other abilities, when I use them, I can feel it draining portions of me. But this did nothing.
Oh, well,
This felt just easy as breathing.
then I guess I can focus on something else when I prepare my spells in the morning.
Thank you so much for showing me.
No, that's actually quite good. I have a limited number of things I can memorize for the day.
Okay.
I cannot wait to learn more.
Still is almost literally glowing. She's so proud of Stell for his magic. She's just like the happiest, like little happy tears, and she says a little quiet thank you prayer to Paylor for helping her friend.
Oh,
learn
also,
more magic.
nice. Also,
Okay, and I
Stell,
walk out of the room.
as you're in the main round tower room that you guys entered in, you look over at the wall where that goblin was pinned, and you look at the words, and they now make sense to you, and you can read them. It says Ashradallan, or Ashradallan. It's that dragon. Ashradallan. Yeah.
Can y'all read these words?
Yes, it says chicken scratch something or other.
That's amazing. How'd you know that?
It's just one of my innate talents.
You don't really know what it says, do you?
No, of course not. I was being facetious.
His name. Right. And
Dion would have said the name probably when he was talking about the place, right?
Yes.
He did.
So you recognize it as the dragon's name.
It's the name of that dragon you mentioned not too long ago.
Oh.
And
it just says the name?
Does it just say the name?
That's all it says.
Thank you. Yes, that's what it says. Oh, and something
Interesting.
Note, when I was looking at this and reading it, my eyes would have flashed like a deep, like indigo, like dark bluish for a second.
Sweet. So we have silver eyes, golden eyes, and deep indigo eyes.
Well, I have yellow eyes whenever I'm reading.
Hers are golden, right?
Mine are golden. Yours turn indigo when you're casting your magic.
Yeah, when I'm using my eyes as a rune keeper.
Yep.
All the glowy eyes.
All
Yeah.
the glowy eyes.
So we have another door to go through. Yes.
There is two
That's
doors that you have not gone through. One.
So just a heads up, guys. I do actually have to work tomorrow. I don't necessarily have to go to bed right now, but like kind of soonish.
Okay.
Well, I mean, this is a good stopping point. Just level that.
Do you
I
wanna
mean,
do you wanna call it now? We can stop now. Or-
I did also take my sleepy time medicine, and I am definitely feeling it hit.
Well, we
Okay.
can. I mean,
I'm
I
okay
think
to
that's
stop.
a perfectly fine stopping point.
Yeah. I'm sorry to cut it short, guys. It's just I
No,
have to work tomorrow.
I'm super
You know.
excited.
No, we've been playing for like 3.5 hours, guys.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I'm
So-
super excited. I got my implications.
Yay! I got sorcery point. I can have more spell slots
You have more hit points.
and more hit
So,
points.
A fighting style, double the hit
Yeah.
points.
So,
Yes.
That's
Yep.
exciting.
DM.
Yes.
Do you have the arrows recorded so that you don't forget them?
The what?
Since
3
we can't
magical arrows.
What they are, since we can't identify them yet.
Oh yeah, I know what the arrows are.
Okay.
If
And
you
are
want
those
to,
short bows or long bows?
they're short bows.
Okay.
If you want to, I will just give them to your character for your character sheet, and you can just. They'll be
Pretend
there
you
for
don't
when
know
you
what
use
they
them,
are.
but you don't know what they are until you get them identified.
Or
Or would you rather not?
I would rather not. 'Cause
Okay.
It's a
You
lot
can-
easier to not metagame.
Okay.
You can
Fine,
go
not
in and add. You can go in and add special magical arrows to your equipment without actually putting a name on them.
That's what I intended to do. I just meant I
yeah.
didn't want to know what they were.
Okay. Sounds good. So I am going to say for any of you guys who are playing in this game to not watch the stream until we have finished this section of the dungeon, because there was points where I had a map open that showed things that you have not experienced yet. And I
That's fine.
want you guys to have as big of a surprise as possible. But yeah. But maybe we'll see how I'll see how next Tuesday works, but let's plan for the following Tuesday.
I'm good with that.
And
Okay.
we'll see how things go. If our other member, Milo, shows up next time, or we hear from him, we will
Work them in.
he'll come in the behind you guys like he left a day or so after.
I'm excited for level 3. That's when shit kicks out.
Yeah.
Same.
Same.
Yeah. You still
Level
got
three is the big level.
you still got a little ways to go for that, but
Hey, I'm good.
Actually,
Yeah,
level
that
3,
got-
level 4, and level 5. Actually, all the way through level
All
6
of the
are all really
Yeah.
exciting. Those
I know.
specific levels, though, are really exciting for me as a paladin.
I got an extra spell slot. I got Wrathful Smite. I'm super amped.
yeah.
At 3rd level, I get meta magic, and you guys are gonna fucking love my meta magic.
Magic, it's amazing.
Meta magic
Yeah.
with cleric spell list.
Yeah,
Yep.
meta magic
Are you
cleric.
Are you twin cast?
Oh
you taking
god,
two?
yes. Oh yes. And probably empowered,
And what's
not
not
empowered.
what's
Okay.
awesome too is she can turn her sorcery points into spell slots too.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
Sorcerer
what I
is my
can.
second
That's
favorite
all I can
class.
do.
Yeah.
Distance spell, and twin spell. Distance spell is when I
Okay.
cast a spell that is range of 5 feet or greater. I can spend a sorcery point to double the range, and if I cast
So-
a touch spell, I can spend 1 sorcery to make it a 30-foot range. So soon, I won't need healing word. I'll be able to cast within
Right.
30 feet.
But you have to spend sorcery points.
It's true.
Right. And it'll be an action, but still, it's
Yeah.
more healing.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm just saying I won't
yeah.
have to rely on it.
Yes.
Right. Speaking of distant spell, will you allow that to affect the AoE of her spells?
Um,
I
For
think
example,
she said it has to be range, like a ranged spell attack.
well, I know mechanically how it works, but to me, it has always bothered me. It actually technically doesn't affect the area of effect of a spell, but rather the distance that you can target something. But it's always bothered me that it doesn't increase the range of a spell.
Oh, when you cast a spell that has a range, not a range attack. Yeah, so that's AoE.
It does not affect AoE, is what I'm saying.
I'll
I've
let
looked
me.
it-
I'll
I've
go
looked it
back
up
and
before, but
I'll go back and read it and look it over and see how I'm feeling about
Range
it.
and area of effect are two different things.
Correct.
So it doubles the range. So if I can cast something at 30 feet, now I can cast it at 60 feet, but it's still only, like a fireball still only does fireball size. I'm just casting it twice.
Well, yeah, the real thing I was thinking about was things that are like AoE based on you, like
Around
spirit. Yeah, like Spirit Guardians. No, not Spirit Guardians. Is that what it is?
Maybe.
Can't remember what it's called. That one's a really, really good one.
Okay. So
but
I am going
look
to
at it.
shut
Something to think
this. I'm going to end the stream
Mhm.
now. Thanks
Okay.
everybody for tuning in and watching. I appreciate all of it, and have a good night.